Thank you so much. My name is Stephen Cheboy, the Chair National Federation of PPOs. This formerly was known as the National Council of NGOs. Currently, we are being referred as the National Federation of PPOs, and our previously non-governmental organizations are currently known as public benefit organizations. This is as a result of a new law that came into effect mid last year that changed everything in our image. So with me, I have a number of members. It's good that they mention their names.
Philip Kimani, member of GPO and one of the Federation directors.
I'm Agnes Maina, a member of Global Partnership Organization under the National Federation of PBO. Thank you.
Wendy Adika.
Elizabeth Musembi, member of GPO.
Jackson Limayan, member of the GPO. Grevin Omoni, member of GPO.
Debra Miori.
Okay. So it's also good to know you, the media team, for the sake of future engagement, maybe your names.
My name is Vincent Afande for Radio Citizen. My name is Felix Shako for Tandao Television.
Thank you. We have just heard some of your colleagues who they have just left. So why we are here this day or this afternoon is to issue a press message with all our team based on the recent new developments as a result of the new leadership in the United States of America. President Trump came into office, and one of the things he did was to sign a number of executive orders. One of them that he did on 24th January, immediately after he assumed office on 21st, was to order freezing of United States foreign funding through USAID. As a result of that, many of our organizations and many institutions were affected. And we are here, one as a federation and the GPO, to make an appeal to His Excellency, the President of the United States and the new administration, that they should reconsider their move to freeze the funding through the USAID, because many people around the world have really been affected. We are aware that maybe they should come up with what they think is better for them, but here is a case where population around the world have been made to believe that these foreign partners, especially USAID, through the people of America through USAID, have been assisting the world in terms of charity. And many people over the years have relied on the same funding. So cutting the funding all of a sudden is really a disservice to humanity across the world. So I appeal to His Excellency the President to reconsider his move. Among many other moves, he could maybe do other things that will contribute to the welfare of the world. But the one that we think he needs to reconsider is cutting the funding or freezing funding. We are also aware that they said maybe within 90 days they'll make a decision. We are asking him in advance that let the decision be favorable to humanity, especially as a result, even you saw in the papers today, many people have been affected, over 35,000 population relying on that fund, plus now many millions and millions of people around the globe have really been affected. So our appeal today is to the new administration led by John Donald Trump, that he should reconsider the move to freeze the funding and allow those funding to continue. The funding, yes, has really helped the world, is from the American people, but it has also created a lot of impact to them and even to the populations around the world. So having it not work will not be of help to any humanity, and you know we are in this world for a short time. Trump is a Christian, and he should also use the principle of Christianity to help other people the way we have been doing. There might be cases of maybe something that has not been working well, but that does not mean he should really cut the funding. On the same note, I want to appeal to our government, that's the government of Kenya, and also governments around the world, that they should also work on sustainability. This has also come in a time that no one was expecting it would have come. It caught many people off guard in terms of the funding. But now what we need to do is to relook at such actions where we rely so much on external funding and we forget our national priorities, especially health. So our appeal to our government is to really put resources to ensure that we don't rely so much on external sources. And on the same note, the government should come up with sustainable programs that will help our people move forward peacefully in terms of sustaining their ways of life, livelihoods, and all that. So many people have been sent away by many organizations, institutions. You saw the other day, University of Nairobi asking staff that were working on the USAID project that they should be on leave, unpaid leave rather. You have seen institutions like, for example, AMBAT under the Moi Teaching and Referral Hospital sending people away, and many, many others who have been relying on this funding. So this should not have happened if there was other ways of alternative sources. The other appeal we are making is to our member organizations, the NGOs now, the PPOs, that they should also diversify their funding options. They should not also rely on one source. Many organizations have called me, they have written back to me, to us saying that our programs have been affected because they have been relying on this fund. So, and it's now a wake-up call for all of us to ensure that we don't rely on one source. It's also very not good that many funding coming to our NGOs largely is from external sources. From our previous report, about 85% of the same resources come from external sources, which should not be the case. We should actually be 85 local sources, 15 maybe outside sources. So it's our appeal that that needs to be relooked. And also media, please highlight these issues. These are issues that really requires that we work together with you so that at least people are aware, and also many other ways can be maybe diversified for people to move on with their livelihoods. Thank you. I don't know what's any question.
I have two questions. Just a quick one.
Yes.
My name is Vincent Apan for Radio Citizen. I just want to know from your perspective, if Donald Trump does not reconsider his decision, are you able to sustain this organization or will be forced to shut down? That's one. And from your department, which has been greatly affected with this decision from Trump?
First of all, we just hope that Donald Trump will reconsider. He has requested that we keep his administration about 90 days to relook at everything that was happening and see whether they can continue or they can modify or they can do what. But from sources here and there, it seems that a lot needs to be decided. There's a lot we need to learn a lot. But in whichever way it goes, we just need to tell our organizations they should not rely on one source of funding. Largely, health sector has been affected. Those who have been working to assist people affected or infected by HIV/AIDS, people facing challenges. Yesterday, we marked the World Cancer Day. It is still a discussion. Many people were under care of organizations working on health-related programs. So health sector is largely affected. And then, of course, capacity building, areas of governance and democracy. It has also been affected because one good thing with the United States is that they believe in democracy, and it's also a first world country. So many of our organizations working on governance and democracy, and also poverty elevation programs, including agriculture, because the USAID is actually almost in all the fields. In fact, one thing we need to do is to appreciate them for the funding they have been according. They have usually been spending over 500 million USD every year in our country. So that money has been doing a lot of work, and it goes directly to communities. It does not even go to government, not through government. It just goes to organizations, community groups, and all that to do good work as part of complementing what the government is doing. So those major sectors have been affected, but at the same time, other sectors that are so crucial to the population. Question number 2 is now, again, as I said earlier, we really need to just talk to our government that they should allocate resources to these organizations. Yeah, we are also working on something to see if we can set up a fund within the federation and our member organizations so that we can also maybe be supporting some seed support. And this is the time now we need to think around it. It's something we have been thinking for a long time, but it's now time that we also have a fund within ourselves, just like other sectors have funds. We have women fund, youth fund, sports fund. So we also want to have fund for non-profit organizations so that they can also be applying. And as a federation, being the umbrella organization is something we are really thinking in Anti, and we hope it will come into effect soon. Yeah. So I think, thank you so much.